Where NRG are grouping.
4 players here for Nongshim.
Right read. Right place. This is the right time. NRG decide to go on.
So the Fade Eye is thrown here. It's probably to clear this close by so they can all swing. So, why the hell are you guys throwing your Fade Eye here, where it gets shot from heaven? Whatever the hell this is called. U-Haul. The Omen teleported up here. Why are you guys doing that? He threw it here, so you could at least clear, so he can have this section cleared, and then they can walk up. But if you throw it here, what do you think you're clearing? You think you're clearing all of this? No, you're clearing nothing, because the only 2 spots where they can actually be is here and here. So thank you for letting me know that they're A, because that tells me nothing. I know they're A. I already know that. How about you slice the pie a little bit? How about you throw your Fade Eye a little bit over here, or a little bit over here, or a little bit over here, to let me know what line of sight are you seeing? Because if I have another Fade in my lobby, throw a Fade Eye in here and get instantly shot out and be like, oh, they shot my eye, there's 1A. I already know that. Tell me something I don't know. So today we're going to be talking about Fade on Bind, because she has a 70% pick rate on Bind, and I will do a video on Corrode, but Corrode's no longer in the rotation. I wish it was, so I can do some Omen and some buys videos on her. But I would do one on Split, maybe not today, just because of the fact that I've already done 2 back-to-back Split videos. So today we're going to be reviewing what Fade does on Bind in a VCT tournament, and we're going to be watching NRG versus NS, because they both have Fade, and it's just easier to figure out what the tech is. We can watch on defense and offense, and then we can see it reverse and make sure that this is exactly what they would do. So let's get started and see what's up. The first round on defense, Fade would pick a Ghost, the Haunt, and one of the Prowlers, and on offense you would pick a Frenzy, a Prowler, and a Haunt. Pretty much the exact same economic buy.
Expecting many
Fade is playing along B. We'll see in a second.
in terms of
so Fade starts
switch
here,
up a play style,
and this Fade is
NRG
holding
gonna
the
be up
spike,
against it. You see already Nongshim
and she's coming up.
just waiting for contact somewhere. 3 sitting playing.
If it's smoked on heaven, this could work.
Spawn.
And then she throws a
There's
Prowler
only 4 players to deal with
to
here
clear
for NRG.
U-Haul. So that is tech right there. That is already tech. Moves her way up. And do we put a dot to here to here? Let's go red today because of Fade being Fade. Slowly moving up. And in this position here, you throw a Prowler. Can I click this for the love of God? A Prowler here that clears U-Haul completely to here. And that's perfect, because then after that you can flood U-Haul, hold this back angle, and then we have the people playing on A side. I want to make a video on Viper because I love the wall that she just used to get here. But that's some Fade tech right there. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but you gotta start with something obvious. I mean, the more simple, the better.
Kiko, the one to be taking.
I'm looking at this Fade over here because she's just vibing.
Look at the amount of bodies here, right? That is 4 players waiting in the smoke. Hop comes in.
He's going in. He's going in.
Chasing them, and he's been sent right back to spawn. But
Damn.
It's not just Daffy. He's got his boys by his side, and Marta has to go huge. Not gonna happen. Not
Wow.
Brilliant start.
Oh my! Francis just got rid of all of them.
He's got his boys by his side, and Marta has to go huge.
Then this Fade did nothing.
Nongshim with a brilliant start. You want explosivity? There it is.
Oh, I got a viewer! Yay! Yeah.
Quickly,
So
though.
today we're reviewing what Fade does on VCT, and then we're gonna be making a Valo plant about it, and I'm also recording a video at the same time. So far, oh, I forgot to write what she does on the Prowler.
It's that there's no
Probably
hesitation.
2 minutes ago.
Exactly,
So I'm gonna put 5 minutes in. 5 minutes
Look at that.
in
NRG
Prowler
appetizer
U-Haul.
the aggression. Nongshim are looking to double down with once more up there on the side of NRG.
So Fade again playing long. This might be the strat, and then this Fade playing right here.
And I've been really impressed by Francis.
A wall placed,
as well,
okay.
because it's very
Yeah.
easy to get kind of consumed by Dumby's brilliance and how well he's been playing.
It's hard to shine alongside a
It
player
is.
like that.
But Francis finding that footing was such a lovely addition to the mix. Now,
Okay, who threw that?
Francis finding that footing was such a lovely addition to the mix. Now,
Okay, perfect. Fade, go in here. She threw her haunt in here so you can figure out if there's anyone on hookah with a shotgun or anything like that. Like, it has to be cleared. Specifically because they're playing Neon is why they did it. So if you ever are playing against, like, one of those sneaky guys, just use that. I think this Fade keeps going here to throw her haunt right here. Let me just connect these together. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that looks kind of like dark, but we can live with that. Throw that there just so you can clear this whole area of the map. On defense, it's okay to be throwing your haunt like this so you can clear like a large part of the site. On offense, I hate it when Fades just throw their haunt in here or from this lineup here to the middle of site. And then it gets shot. They're like, oh, there's one on B side. Like, I could have guessed there's one on B side. There's not a lot of other spots they can go on bind. But let's see what else they do.
Try and catch somebody
Fade
repositioning on
went
site
hit
here
heaven. I wonder if there's a reason for that.
after a moment of
Prowler.
silence. Confirmation with a
Okay, wait, I like that. If Aids can be in this situation too, where you're here and you have your dog. So then they throw a smoke in the middle. So we got brim smoke right here, a sky smoke right here. You can't see anything. Maybe here. It's very common to see it here. This is where I usually see it. Throw the dog and you can clear if they're planting or not. And then if you get a nice, look at that, you can have your teammates who are over like here, or even yourself, someone can swing at that and shoot at that. You can pretty much make sure that they're planting or not. That's a pretty good Fade play right there.
he's out.
Right
based
here.
on the second player to potentially anchor could be huge.
The way the dogs come in,
Pretty
getting
solid as
wiggled.
well, gets to
Throwing the dog out on Fade. When you're climbing up here, when you throw your dog, you want it to wiggle a lot. You want it to go like that, that. So it can get attached to someone that was here, someone that was here, someone that was here. You know? That's what the dog can do. I like that. Now let's see how this other Fade responds, because he was going to throw his haunt over there.
contact. He's out. And then Dumby, once he feels that it is
Oh, that's not his
gorgeous.
haunt, my
Look
bad.
at this again. Such a lovely made plan, very in control, and Dumby
Oh, there you go.
just goes for
I like that too. I'm not even gonna like switch this out. I like this a lot. The Fade over here took a defensive seize and threw it right here. That's great. So you know that they're coming. There's like a smoke up. You throw the seize. They're trapped. And then you can rush in with some flashes or anything like that. Or just shoot and they won't be able to move. I like that. And you can hold them so they can, your teammates can come to site. Because right now, there's 3, but there's still 2 that are vibing at A site.
flying in. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but information's there. Rotations are being considered. You can already see the positioning coming out. Ivy's
How
been
did you not
cleared.
get that kill?
Rock's created an opportunity.
30 seconds left.
2v2 now. Rock going to be able to get a safe plant here inside. They'll still have Molly, but 38 HP for him. Scoop is still pretty healthy on the other side of this. But Francis has to break
Oh, wait,
back
why am I
in
watching
with
this?
Let's have a look.
Fade isn't gonna do anything.
bonus. A beautiful.
Facilitates
I'm
the
only watching
stun
Fade
off the
clips.
judge. You could do the same
Okay,
with
let's see
Bork
what
in the
Fade is starting here. There's gonna be a smoke here and a smoke here, it looks like. Fade is starting hookah.
Odin if you want to,
So
but
I'm
it's not a
assuming he's
one-man
gonna throw the
show
haunt right
today.
here. Oh,
Oh,
Right
again!
again.
It's so marvelous to witness. This
interesting. Put that on the timeline. 16 minutes in. I'll watch that back.
is the judge. You could do the same with Bork and the Odin if you want to, but it's not
This Fade is grabbing her
a
Prowler,
one-man show here today.
and she's wiggling it and getting that right here. It's not about the operator. It's the fact that the Fade is standing right here. She throws her dog, and it could peek over here. And you can wait a couple of seconds. It doesn't have to be off rip. And you just get so much information, and the dog's gonna chase it. When you throw your haunts, people can just shoot it, and you'll know that there's one person there and whatever. They just shoot it off rip, but with the dog, you might actually even get a blind out that you won't get anything with your haunt if there's two people there. That's really nice. And then you can just swing with that. If there's only one person, you can swing with that. Or someone can come from teleporter and you swing together. It's like a 3v2 or 3v3 because of your prowler. That's actually... Oh my god, I'm learning so much about this character. I can't wait to play. I'm trying to optimize my characters for every map. I know that's like a bad idea, but I think maybe I want to start writing Fade on Bind.
In form, Ethan, who's got one of the best reads, I think, of the game currently, and they're punishing them
So
like
the Fade
this.
is standing here. She's throwing the dog out
Maybe offset that towards...
instead of peeking that corner like a crazy person, which is what every Fade should do. It's kind of like a Sova drone. If you have any prowlers to spare, or you can't just like, I mean, obviously you don't want to die, but let's say that they're holding an operator, they have an operator, you know where op is, throw your prowler so it can peek for you, and then you can peek right after because you know who's going to be there, or you just don't peek at all. It's just like a Sova drone. It does, I sometimes feel like it's a waste of util, like if there's no one there, but also you just cleared yourself. What if there would have been someone there?
Showers Ethan.
So they're pushing on the site, and after they
Not
get that
here,
one
Scuba
kill,
again, creeping
Fade
onto an
is
angle.
throwing her haunts. Why is Fade throwing her haunts? She's throwing her haunts because, let me clear this again for the third time. So Fade is coming here. Yoru, okay, well, it doesn't matter. Harbor already killed their Harbor or whatever. And then they already killed the Jet and U-Haul. And then there's 3 of them over here. Why would she throw her haunts? She throws her haunt here to clear out the possibility that there's a third person hiding that you haven't seen yet. You throw it right here, you get a full view of most things, like over here, full view of most things, and it's just perfect. You get a view here because and then there's someone else hiding. There's just a gecko over here, over here, over here, over here. Maybe over here they wouldn't get seen, and over here, but they pretty much just got to clear most of sight. And if there would have been a gecko here, he would have attacked when Jet was getting attacked over here. So, but if there would have been someone late rotating, they would have been caught by this probably. What the hell? I didn't know that was a thing. Gone caught by this probably, but there's still 2 guys over here. So they managed to clear that there's nobody here. That's such a crazy play. I'm learning so much. The round's about to start.
For Nongshim.
Fade again is on B side, like she's supposed to be.
NRG, you're already doing well to
And
slow
then
down some of these rounds. That's gonna
It
be
starts, I predicted that it's going to start with a Prowler getting thrown over here so she could clear this corner right here.
much of a deterrent for, well, not now, yeah?
Francis is...
And it does happen. And then when this Fade comes
clear
up
this out of the
I
ball?
here,
don't think he did.
she
But Francis
also
now gets into a really
Prowlers.
awkward position.
Make sure
to a
there's any
degree.
shotguns there. I'm not going to put that in the playbook because I feel like that's pretty standard by the attackers. But the defenders, I already wrote that. What's up here? I'm thinking that they're waiting so long so Fade can get another haunt. And they can peek at the same time that the haunt is being thrown. Because that's what they were doing on Split with Neon and Fade. You would throw the haunt and then the Neon would slide in. And you're so focused on aiming the haunt, it's almost like a Reyna flash without any flashing, pretty much.
This B side of the map. RB.
I don't know anything I'm talking... Oh, wait. Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. Never mind.
Ethan still wants this B side of the map. RB head.
That was a seize, though. Maybe if they would have done it with the haunt, they could have survived. I didn't realize that he didn't have the tech to do this, but this is tech right here. Let me just erase this one more time and re-explain it one more time. If you're a Fade here, and you got your boy, say he's a chamber right here, and their Brim, you don't know is here. Actually, let's make him an enemy. You don't know where this guy is. If you're trying to get onto site, throw your haunt, and then jump out. Why? Because it's like a Reyna flash minus the flash. It will make their crosshair move over here, especially if they're close by. Of course, you don't know that they're close by, but I feel like this happens a lot. And not just that. If they're here, you'll know. 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 It gives you that level of information, but not just that. It's the fact that if a guy's here, he's blind, he's detected, or it's over. Let's say you jump out because there was nobody there, and the guy was actually over here. Now you know that he's here. So let's say there's 2 guys. There's a Jet over here. If it's solo queue, they're both going to swing at that. And you'll know where they are, both of them. If it's like a team thing or there's just a delay, so the guy's here and he shoots this here, now you're on site. You're not dying, so your chamber should follow you. And now it's a 2v2 where you know that this brim is here. And yeah, maybe this jet's gonna wrap around, but in the time that that happens, you guys should have already killed this brim here. Let me see, how do I make this an X? There you go. And then it's just a simple 2v1. I think. Maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but that's how I would run it if I was playing Fade there.
RB head tucked down. Finally
This is what he tried to do with the
Shim.
C's.
Their patience worked perfectly to know where he is, but
If Fade starts B,
yeah, oh God,
and
he's
then-
gonna be in between. I mean, no good choice here. He's going to give away the position on Tribox, so
she'll
at this
rotate
point they're going to know
Heaven.
where he is, but the rotations come in. Look how quickly Darby's here, but he's going to be warded away. He's trying to find at least a little bit of a corner to play for the plant, but Francis is going to find Martyr, and now a 5v4 swing
And then
from Ike.
Fade.
Can't find it. Scuba, good reaction, good shot back. And they're waiting in the TP in case they try and turn tail.
Throws a flash, throws her haunt here. You go Heaven, if you're Fade on B site, which is what you should be doing if you've been watching the video. You go Heaven, you throw your Fade Eye here. You get a view of all of this. Anything close to you, anything over here. You pretty much clear everything but showers. And you have everything cleared but this because they could be hiding a little deeper. And if you threw a little deep, which is what they did, you don't have this. But on Heaven, you can peek that really well. You just know if there's anyone close by to you. You know if there's anyone here, especially if it's a 2v2 situation. You got a jet here, and the jet is about to peek. You're not gonna show your whole body to look over here, but now the gecko that's been hiding here and the neon that's hiding over here, holding this angle, now just got caught by the haunt. If this neon here shoots it, you at least know where one of them are. If there is no neon there and he is showers hiding here because the spike's been planted, or over here at U-Haul, this flash reveals this gecko, this haunt. I don't know why I keep saying flash. Very interesting. Finally, some new tech for Fade because the last 3 rounds has just been the same thing. So Fade is long as expected, and now Fade is going showers. I'm expecting her to prowler up.
Side of NRG, but
instead,
able to convert
she
that.
throws a Fade Eye in here, which is interesting. You got your Fade here. She throws the Fade Eye here, and she gets a full view of everything that's going on in showers pretty much, except this corner right here. Let's see what you're missing. Let's throw away this one, so we don't got any darkness covering her stuff. Let's erase this to get rid of that. Okay, perfect. What view do we have of the map? Right here. You get that full of a view right here. That is so nice. So you can have, if anyone's peeking out, if anyone's hiding here, anyone's hiding here, because your Prowler doesn't reach that far, and if it doesn't reach that far, you know, it doesn't give you an idea of like how many people are there, or it doesn't give you an idea of how close they are. But here, you can tell if there's someone there, peeking through or not peeking through. Very interesting. Throw it here, and now you pretty much clear the whole of showers, and you get to take some control. Maybe someone will pop in after, but let's see how long this lasts.
Inside post plant.
But by the time that it runs out, if they didn't shoot it, you already are in showers, and you're already taking up the space. And then if you're gonna fight someone over it, you're gonna have to fight them to the death. There's no way you're gonna be able to unswing after that. Very interesting stuff.
Ivy, solo endeavor here.
And then the
And
Prowler
create
goes
side.
out. Oh my god, that is just beautiful. This is just magnifique. This is still gonna be in the video right here, because throwing the blind out, clearing everything, and then throwing the Prowler, that is beautiful. New Fade tech on the left side here too. Even more Fade tech right now. This Fade over here, the ally Fade through the Prowler through the portal, and then cleared this site.
Hold back the entirety of NRG.
They're pushing all the way outside of A here.
Oh,
Francis
he's
just
in
needs
that
to slow
flash.
this down.
I don't think Francis could do anything. He had to get out of there. Caught the flash. You saw the Prowler coming through. NRG have got sight, but this flank is fast. It's here, quick. Dumby at the speed of light is behind.
So here a seize could be thrown, and it holds all them together. and if they're spamming shots, I'm pretty sure it like decays them a little bit. You can spam them back, and you can get some hits off. Hold them there, anchor them there.
And he is
Maybe you
there
can chain that with a molly.
for it. Takes away Scuba, and now NRG need to be on red alert.
They split towards long as well. There's 2 players coming up B long here for Nongshim.
They are surrounding NRG.
And then they could throw a haunt here to get a full view of the back.
NRG, they are closing this gap. NRG looking for a bit of safety to play from, maybe towards elbow, leaving the 2 on the site. But they are being just tested here. Now, fire!
Okay. Tech. So you start with the freaking ult. You want to get as close as possible as you can get everybody, even if there's people rotating, maybe there's people hiding back. If you're here as well, I guess, I don't know why I grabbed the second fade, you can throw your haunt back here. Why? You can get a view from the front, but you don't know about the Gecko. I don't know why I keep grabbing Gecko. And Brim that are hiding back here, but now you do. You shoot them and whatever, you knew they were there, but let's say that they're fighting the same way that they are right now. We've all been in that type of moment where there's just like a bunch of fighting here, right? We're in this situation right here, there's just a lot of fighting. They aren't gonna be able to swiftly look back. Maybe you'll get the flash off and you'll see exactly where they are. That's just more of a momentum play. Like, maybe you'll get screwed, maybe we'll slow you down for a second. That's all that matters. And then their fade here through a seize in here. You know, that got them to move back for a second. Thing is, if they got stuck there, they would be really low HP for a couple of seconds. If I am not mistaken, the seize of fade does damage. Let's see. Seize equipped, it reused, and not holding the enemy in place, and yeah, it decays them exactly. You get a cheap little 26 damage from a classic in that situation, and you do loads of damage and get the kill there. That's very interesting. That's how you hold back hookah. That's how you attack on a retake, or not just on a retake, but also when you're trying to get on site. But this is specifically a retake, and everything there was mostly just tech from this fade right here. Throw the haunt, throw the ultimate, and then this one throws that to defend herself. But this is what's most important on a retake, or maybe even when you're trying to get on site, do the blind and then throw your haunt behind them.
Look at that! Marta having to go toe-to-toe.
So the game starts. I've been saying all stream, all video, that there should be a fade eye here. But he is waiting a moment because you gotta wait until they get a little bit on site, because they're probably gonna be holding that.
Whoa.
If you've done it a lot of times. But instead, he sees the Viper orb drop.
Francis.
So he at least knows that Viper is here, and he's just weary. He's watching because he doesn't want Viper to shoot his shit.
Now on the side change. This is when you keep your eyes on.
So they're coming up. They're coming up right here, and this other fade should throw a
Pace
Prowler.
is happy in their hands. They like to go quick on these.
He gets the Prowler's coming right now, but he gets the Seize ready, because if there was no Neon or no Prowler coming up, if it was just them walking up, he could land that on that, throw the Seize on them, and then the Decay would make them weak enough to one-shot via Classics. The Prowler is thrown not to catch or clear, mostly just used to get Neon onto site.
Ethan not be able to get the Siege ready in time. Speaking
And
about
then
timing and pace, Danby is...
a Fade Eye is thrown by this Fade right here. The Fade Eye that she throws it from over here, but they're pretty much already on site. But this is pretty much the Fade Eye that she throws.
Where are you?
To get a good clear. I mean, you can't clear tight angles here or tight under the tunnel or anything like that, but you get to see everything else. Another thing that I would do there personally would be to throw it over here, but we'll see.
on the hunt,
So now we're
trying
there.
to find a man to drop.
The Seize has been thrown by their Fade. Let's add that to the playbook. Throw a Seize right here, because there's usually someone peeking here. And now you're kind of stopping them from peeking, because they'll be decayed. Even though they're stuck there, they don't want to peek because they're 2 HP.
It's Scuba.
But he peeks again because he's just Scuba.
RP,
And gets the
Scuba
kill.
Again. How's he?
So there's a smoke here. Where is this smoke currently at? Who is this? This is NRG. Bet.
Gone to there. They were flying at him.
Down to just 3 now for Nongshim. Still 4 alive for NRG here, Francis.
The smoke has been thrown here to divide the teams and give them more of a of a shot. I mean, this is what you do in Haven, so this, I guess, is what you do at Bind as well, is what I do when I'm
Looking
Omen.
to try and counterbalance that, get some pressure back in, but Ethan's still controlling the space.
Yeah, he wasn't really willing to fully let it go. His
I don't
Keith
think there's
goes,
any
"Hey,
more
he's gonna
Fade
catch
tech in this
X-Ross."
video.
And now they know about Francis. NRG put together the pieces.
Fades have no
It looked like
money.
they want to get 4 standing on the way out of this pistol. Francis with 20 HP. You ain't got a thing to do here, bud. Love.
I can't believe that NS lost to that. I feel like that was pretty beautiful Fade tech. I don't know.
Oh, the rifle spotted there.
Scuba's got to be careful. Don't get caught here.
I see. This is tech. Where is Valo Tracker?
There. 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 I'll find you.
There it is. Oh my god, was this made by NRG? What is this?
There.
What is this? I'm out here showing lineups. This is cooked. That's why I played Omen. I don't want no lineups. I hate lineups. Hell no, I'm not playing no Fade anymore.